Yeah, my name is Glyn Evans. I've been at the school since January 2003. I teach history and politics. I'm now the fourth longest serving teacher on the staff. I'm also now the second oldest, second to Mr. Price, who's a few months older than me, although he looks much older, of course. In my first few years here, a major feature of the year was the Upper Sixth Christmas entertainment. They would perform a play, and the themes were quite creative. I remember one year there was a Weakest Link theme with Big Brother. Students would play members of staff, and it was always very funny, very well put together. And what was fascinating was the way the students picked up on the behaviour of staff and all our mannerisms, even the maybe the less noticeable ones. I always enjoyed it. I never minded being made fun of. I think it's not healthy to take yourself too seriously. I've done some rather daft things in my time at the school. There was a time once when I inadvertently set the fire alarm off. I was carrying my box, as many former students will remember, going into the building by the music corridor. My elbow caught the shutter of the fire alarm. It was a sub-zero day in January. The entire school had to traipse out to the tennis courts. Because it wasn't a planned fire alarm, we were there for the best part of 20 minutes. And I was feeling very embarrassed, as you can imagine. I thought I'd better own up. So I approached Miss Tyndall, who was a deputy head, confessed to her, because I knew that Miss Tyndall was understanding and tolerant of human failings. She rolled her eyes and didn't look surprised that it was me, which I think tells you a lot. I'm renowned as a school dinosaur. I'm a complete technophobe. I have a mobile phone, which I'll just show now to the camera. I've had it for 10 years. It's not one of these newfangled high-tech things. It makes and takes phone calls and texts, which is all you want really, isn't it? One occasion, I came close to losing it. I put it in the bin in the staff room by mistake. By the time I realised my mistake, the bin bags had been taken out to the skips at the back of the yard by the back gate. I ran up to the sixth form common room, I grabbed the first student I saw and insisted that she come out to the skips with me, whereupon she called my number. It's amazing that I even knew my number. She called my number. I had to listen out for which skip the phone sound was coming from, at which point I climbed into the skip, had to rummage amongst the bin bags until I found the bag containing my phone, and then sift through all the rubbish in the bag until I found my phone. I don't recommend scrabbling about in rubbish skips. It's not very pleasant.